having issues with OBS. Trying to switch controllers, but it's like the adapter's kind of fucking stuck. So, guess I'll just play it as is. Pretty much just using my laptop as well that I haven't used in a few years. Hopefully it's working fine. My internet is so fucking slow. Oops. Check on my phone real quick, see how it is. I'm not sure if it's just my computer or not. See how the stream is on my phone. Okay. Alright, anyways, let's just go ahead and play few matches, then I can go to 24/7 mode. I don't want to be angry. Did I make my? Yeah, I did. Where am I at? Put it random. Yeah, I'll accept the way they are. Should also check audio just to see. Oh shit, I turned off commentary, didn't I? God damn it, I'm going to have to fix that.
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for? Primetime's big man Shad is looking to lift a victory right out of the pocket of his opponent.
By the way, have you checked your wallet and watch lately?
I just did, as a matter of fact.
You can look at...
His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's going to have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR. Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric... He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match. Is that... Yes, that's an elimination. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma.
Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well,
Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
Like him or not, there's no denying the UK's William Regal's toughness, fire, and resilience.
That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings.
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
Oh, boy. The adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick.
This compassionate crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. There he goes! He's out of the match! I'll tell you what, it wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit to see Nitro taking down a big or three here tonight.
What have you got against... He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. Oh my gosh! Head first, right into that turnbuckle.
And the covering on that turnbuckle has been removed, King. The steel is exposed. And it's not going to do the superstar any favors. We're seeing another. These fans love confidence in their superstar. That's one fewer superstar in this match.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it. Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
Man, look at the size of him. Where do you feed a guy to get him that big, JR?
I don't even want to guess, King, because it looks to me like this match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar. I don't think our fans are too crazy about Mr. Elijah Burke.
Just look off the mic. The guy's pure gold on the microphone, and he can back it up in the ring.
Well, I think they simply had enough of him.
Oh, no. This is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
Oh, my gosh. He's been eliminated from the match. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR? I don't believe it. He's been eliminated.
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
Everyone says they can't take their eyes off of Shadow.
Oh, would you look at this. Talk about Eric. It's sick.
Come on, JR. It's not enough just to win a match. You've got to make it clear who's the dominant superstar.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable. And there's the elimination. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars.
He's obviously not feeling too good, JR.
Then maybe he's not smart enough to realize how dangerous his opponent really is. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
I'd be a lot more impressed by Ken Kennedy if I didn't think he was such a pompous ass.
Hey, when you're as great as Mr. Kennedy, it's hard to be humble, JR. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us?
Oh, get back in the ring.
Wait, I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
Ah,
You're
bad
too
start.
kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell. How do you approach a match with someone like the 7'3", 420-pound Great Khali?
Well, part of the problem is that there aren't any guys like him. All you can do is just keep moving and don't let him get his hands on you.
And I can only imagine that that's a lot easier said than done. Khali must take up at least a quarter of the ring as it is.
Oh no. Oh no.
Talk about a guy who's done it all in this business. The Rock's
Wow.
7 times.
He just got tossed out
eliminated
rather
already.
unceremoniously, in my opinion.
Oh well.
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. There's two things I like about Elijah Burke. The first is his talent for talking trash.
I can't argue with that, although I don't think it's his most admirable quality. What's the second thing?
The fact that he can back it up in the ring. This guy's pure dynamite between those ropes.
You can say that again. He's made quite a name for himself so far in the WWE.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they... Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Ref. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one.
Chavo Guerrero. No, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean to hit the rematch. Let's go straight to 24/7 mode. Let's see. Just simulate. Okay, I want to switch controllers real quick. Don't want to use the Void controller for this. Just gonna plug in the old PS1 controller, which makes it easier to use since the Void controls are a little delayed. Alright, much better. Success. Just gonna random pick shit.
There's a couple of superstars who are sniffing around a little too much for my comfort. I'm pulling some strings and putting you in a tag team match against them. Send them a message to back off.
Kind of wish I could remember what the last story was. Okay. Got a request from High for the match, and I think it's a great idea. So this week, you and Booker will be teaming up against Rey Mysterio and Batista. Anytime I can have 4 SmackDown's top superstars. Gonna have to go to the bathroom real quick and grab some water real quick, so I'm just gonna put on a random match.
He's going for the throat. We've seen this before.
Here he goes, choke slam from hell. You cannot even imagine the kind of pain that inflicts.
He wasted no time going for that pin.
2, 3.
Say what you will.
Oh.
Tonight, SmackDown begins the journey to the Royal Rumble. I'm Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw, Layfield at ringside, and we're less than a month away from one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year.
That's right, and the road to WrestleMania begins at the Royal Rumble.
It's a co-presentation of SmackDown and Raw, so the stakes are high.
It's the perfect opportunity for SmackDown to once again demonstrate our superiority over Raw.
With the Royal Rumble coming up, you can bet that both these superstars are looking to make an impact here tonight and secure themselves a spot on the card.
That's what every superstar in the locker room is thinking, Michael. They're going to pull out all the stops tonight.
It's hard for me to imagine a greater team than these two, or a greater champion than this man right here.
Yeah, but the guy next to him is the true uncrowned king of SmackDown as far as I'm concerned.
Seattle, Washington, Cody. From Houston, Texas, weighing in at 256 pounds, King Booker.
Good evening, and welcome to SmackDown, coming to you tonight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta is ready to go, and I'm just as fired up as this sellout crowd.
With good reason. You and I know both what's coming up, and these fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight. Great reversal. He saw that one coming.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
I love Booker's attitude. He doesn't care what the fans think. He's focused on winning, and that's it.
Well, he might want to acknowledge the paying customers who make it possible for him to earn a paycheck.
Why bother? If they don't buy a ticket to cheer him on, they'll buy one to watch him get beat.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off?
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about.
Ow.
Maybe Carlito. He might be a little... They made the tag. Here we go. That was a textbook reversal.
You talk about raw power. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try to stop.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
One.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
6.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent
isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like that.
And here's the cover.
1, 2, 3.
A lot of people think
Tempers are flaring here tonight after that one.
you can't imagine the kind of pressure these guys are under, Michael.
Maybe not, but I think that keeping your cool would be a major part of making it to the Royal Rumble.
This isn't a chess match. This is a very emotional situation.
And there's no doubt that these superstars are wearing their emotions on their sleeves.
It's hard not to respect that kind of passion.
Nice work, champ. Now that's how you send a message. I knew we could count on you.
Gee, thanks, Chang. See, you're planning a little field trip to Raw, coming to see how the real superstars of the WWE do it. But Chan, well, I'll do you better and team you up with the King of Raw, Triple H. You're welcome.
There's another couple of superstars on Raw who are sticking their noses in where they don't belong. I've arranged for you to go to Raw as a cross-brand promotion for the Royal Rumble and team up with someone who will help you take care of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to Raw. This is good old JR Jim Ross, here with the world's oldest teenager, Jerry the King Lawler, and SmackDown's champion is here as well for tonight's main event.
Yeah, and tonight he's going to be partnered up with a superstar who's way out of his league.
He's a phenomenal athlete, no doubt about it, and a multiple-time champion himself.
It's too bad SmackDown's champ came all the way down here just to get shown up.
They stirred up trouble for years here on Raw, and I have no doubt that they're looking to do the same thing again here tonight.
You call it stirring up trouble, but I call it making an impact. And that's what every superstar wants to do between now and the Royal Rumble.
And with all due respect to Raw and its superstars, here comes two of the greatest competitors in all of sports entertainment.
Yeah, I admit, the champ's made quite a name for himself, but his partner is practically royalty here on Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raw is live tonight from St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler.
These Minnesota fans have been waiting a long time to see the Raw superstars in action, and I know they're not going to be disappointed.
They certainly won't, King. The Twin Cities are never going to forget the day Raw came to town. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible...
Looks like the tag is made. Ugh. And it's been reversed. Oh, no! The referee's been knocked out!
Sorry,
this
ref.
Can't be good.
Are you kidding? Now anything goes. It doesn't get any better than that, JR. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. He saw that one coming. He's going for the cover, JR.
2, 3.
Man, is there even going to be any...
Thought we'd see these two looking so chummy, King.
Well, the Royal Rumble's not too far off. Maybe they're just getting into the cross-brand spirit of it.
Maybe you're right, but I wonder how long that'll last.
Probably right up until SmackDown realizes they're not in Raw's league.
Hey, I'm a Raw man through and through. But after what I just saw here tonight, we can't afford to get cocky.
There's nothing cocky about recognizing that you're the best, JR.
Excellent performance. That was just what we needed. With a superstar like you on our side, we'll be running this company in no time.
Guys, listen up. Here's the plan.
Heard enough? More than enough. So this is how you and your sister repay me, huh? By plotting against me?
No, Dad, wait. Listen, it's not like that at all. We're victims here too.
Oh, really? I can't wait to hear this one.
Oh, it's true. We were tricked into going along, and by the time we realized it, we were in too deep.
So, who's the mastermind then?
Well, Dad, it's someone who's been a thorn in your side for a little while now.
I'm not booked.
I can't believe you'd be so stupid as to actually plot against Mr. McMahon. What the hell are you thinking? You're on your own from now on, player. I can't put SmackDown at risk by standing up for you anymore.
Life's about to get a lot worse for you, chap. Not only will you face one of SmackDown's greatest superstars, he's also being managed by one of Raw's top talents. This is what you get when you mess with Vince or Kennedy McMahon.
We're just over 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and all of SmackDown has been rocked by the revelation that our champion has been plotting against Mr. McMahon.
I can't believe that idiot was stupid enough to try and sabotage the WWE chairman like that.
And to make matters worse, he apparently recruited Mr. McMahon's own children for the conspiracy.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I promise you, hell hath no fury like Mr. McMahon.
Two weeks ago, you called him the uncrowned king of SmackDown, John, and tonight he's taking on the champion in this non-title, no disqualification match.
Yeah, and he's got some Raw royalty backing him up, too. If I had any sympathy for our champion, I'd feel sorry for him.
If the champion is nervous about this match, he's not letting it show.
How could he not be? He's facing arguably the two greatest superstars in the business in a no disqualification match. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. This is a big risk. Will it pay off? What a counter that was.
Dude. I love Booker's attitude. He doesn't care what the fans think. He's focused on winning, and that's it.
Well, he might want to acknowledge the paying customers who make it possible for him to earn a paycheck.
Why bother? If they don't buy a ticket to cheer him on, they'll buy one to watch him get beat.
6, 7.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him. And here's a little something for the fans. That's why they love him.
Who cares what they think? All these...
The champion has overcome the odds and won the match, and his opponent does not look happy about it.
Are you surprised? He just lost a match, and I'm sure Mr. McMahon's not going to be too happy with him.
And we've seen in recent weeks what happens to superstars who get on Mr. McMahon's bad side.
Yeah, and it's pretty much the end of their careers, if they're lucky.
But it seems as if the champion has survived Mr. McMahon's wrath here tonight.
For the moment, Michael, but only for the moment. This is going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
Rocking loves getting hands dirty. As nice as it is to be the top of the Power 25, in some ways it's given sweeter to knock off somebody else's who's the top of the heap. This is the stuff legends are made of. Event.
Mr. McMahon wants to send a Raw superstar over here this week to teach you a lesson. He's all fired up about it. And the last thing I'm gonna do is tell Mr. McMahon no? Good luck, player. You gonna need it.
Well, looks like we got ourselves a little no disqualification match this week. And just so I don't get lonely out there, I think I'm gonna bring a pal of mine from SmackDown to keep me company at ringside. See you out there, champ.
Gotta go to the bathroom again, and I'll be right back. Drink a bunch of water.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
What up,
That's
hero? How you doing?
An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that there's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
3.
I decided to boot up my SmackDown vs RAW 2008 since I haven't really played it in a while. So I got my laptop out too, which I have not used in like 2 years now. The screen's all fucked up. I am gonna have to replace it because it fell off my table one day and the screen's all fucked up. I can't see what's on the screen, so I have it connected to my big TV. So, it's kind of easier to keep eye on the chat. Okay, looks like. I need to live stream and upload my new video still. And I'll show you what my laptop looks like, and I'll send it to you through a message on Twitter. So
The Royal Rumble is just over 1 week away. This is Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and tonight our disgraced champion is in another non-disqualification match.
That's right, against the so-called King of Raw. And his opponent from last week will be at ringside.
Mr. McMahon has gone to great lengths to stack the deck against the champion.
He hasn't even gotten started yet. Mr. McMahon's going to take his time and enjoy this.
Yeah, I just sent you what my laptop screen looks like. I had no idea my laptop monitor was messed up till I turned it on one day and was like, what the fuck? Damn! Yeah, my laptop is really fucked up. I'm kind of surprised it still works, but the screen's really fucked up ever since it fell on the ground. Check
They've been referred to as the Kings of SmackDown and Raw, and they're working together again tonight in the service of Mr. McMahon.
And that's the smartest move they could have made. They're already at the top of the business, but doing this favor for Mr. McMahon will set them up for life.
Yeah, and I don't know why I never thought about hooking it to my TV in the first place. So, going to eventually replace the screen. I don't know when, but I'm going to have to, and so I can use my laptop for like working on streaming stuff. I kind of want to stream on my laptop instead of my PC, so I can have better reception.
He might be SmackDown's champion for the moment, but you have to think that his days might be numbered.
What makes you say that, genius? The fact that the most powerful man in this business is sending 2 of WWE's top superstars to beat him into the ground?
I should update my look. I'll probably do a little new look for the next stream. I do plan on buying myself a new computer. I want to buy something more newer and at least 16 to 32 gigabytes. So their processors will run good with streaming on OBS.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that.
He's going for the cover.
I would like to have a tower to play some games. Since I have some games that
these superstars
I bought from
have to give
Steam.
them everything they've got all
I just bought.
They sure have. And that's where the
I'm not sure if you remember the game called Gun.
Comes into play.
I bought that on Steam.
I
plan on either streaming or record it for
say that
YouTube.
Again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to
kind of
outlast
released
their
same
opponent.
time as when Red Dead Revolver did.
And there's the counter.
If you have Steam, it's on there. And there's I looked on Amazon. There's one that's like $20 for the original Xbox. Not sure if you have the original console or at least a 360.
You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know you're coming up with this stuff because it sure ain't from personal experience.
I don't think so, Triple H.
Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, I tried playing a gun on
WWE fans. He
my PC. It works. Since oh shit, I need to pay attention.
When I first heard about this
I'll read a
match,
chat
I
once
wasn't
I'm
sure what to think, but these superstars are
doing
blowing
matches,
me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup.
I tripped.
And I haven't been disappointed.
That's not good.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time.
One.
It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
What was that all
Really?
about, Ref?
Maybe I should look into that. He's taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
I have.
You sure you can spare it?
I bought all Earthworm Jim games, and
this match
I regret buying those because when I bought those, it's so buggy as fuck.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this
I can't even play
even if you did, you'd have to hear
Earthworm
about
Jim 3D or Earthworm Jim 2. One of those I can't even play because it's all buggy as fuck. I only can play like the first one.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too. If they're not buying tickets,
I also
paycheck.
need to try to fix the configuration for the controller on Gun.
Not after a match like this.
Kind of sucks that I try not to buy
Watching these
games
superstars go at it
not
reminds me
requiring
why I prefer to
keyboard
stay
and
on
mouse.
this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people
I have
to go to war.
4 gigabyte on both my desktop computer and laptop, so I only can play games that's from PS2 and somewhat some PS3 era games, so I can't play anything new or else it'll just lag and shit. My computer's so fucking old. My laptop is probably, I don't know, 4 years old. I bought it like around 2018.
Oh boy, I don't think we're done here yet.
Of course we're not done. He's committed treason against Mr. McMahon. That's a hanging offense.
You should. I check every once in a while.
Hung out to dry here tonight.
Are you surprised? He might be a champion, but those two are practically royalty in this business.
And there he goes.
That's what you call taking a beating, Michael Cole. It's good to be the Kings.
King of Kings. Yeah, Guns is like, I think it was like 15 or 20 bucks on Steam. If you have like 4 GB, it should work, because it works on mine, since that's what my PC is. It's 4 GB, which is why I can't really do a whole lot with OBS.
How'd you like what happened after your match last week, champ? Better get used to that kind of treatment, because you've got a lot more coming your way for what you've done to me and my family.
I totally forgot what happened on the last SmackDown vs Raw 2008 I did. I'm gonna have to check it out. Tests suggest that you are incredibly at the risk of injury unless you take preventative. Okie dokie. Triple Threat Royal Rumble. Okay. Yeah, I thought about buying more games, but I want to wait until I get like a better computer or just some upgrade. One of those two, but I kind of prefer getting a new one that's compatible for Windows 11. Okay. Oop. Message. As nice as it is to be at the top of the Power 25 in some ways, it's even sweeter to know knock off somebody else's who's blah blah blah. Supposed to relax, so let's see if I can find it. Ah, here it is. Yeah, same here. Neither my PC or laptop is compatible for Windows 11. Well, actually, I'm not sure about laptop, so yeah, same way here, but I just need to have more updated computer. Kind of randomly pick all the activities and training shit. Villain. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised my computer supports Windows 10. Cause it came out, I got this PC in like 2012, I think, or 2013. Cause I had it since the Windows 7 era, and it still works with Windows 10, but it's not compatible for Windows 11. So it is time to get a new computer eventually, if I can afford one. And things gotten tougher ever since my apartment rent tripled up again for the 4th time in 2 fucking years. So now they're making it so much harder to get stuff. King Booker.
Welcome to SmackDown, where we're just 2 days away from the Royal Rumble. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and John, it seems as if everyone's getting on Mr. McMahon's bad side lately.
As fired up as the chairman is these days, that's not hard to do.
And that has led to a cross-brand, no disqualification handicap match tonight.
Not to mention a triple threat championship match this Sunday. This is getting ugly.
I do like Windows 7 so much better than Windows 10, but kind of sucks that there's no security anymore with Windows 7. I tried to watch Dynamite since I activated my Sling just to check out some wrestling shows on both AEW and WWE. And
the young crown king of SmackDown hopes to bring home the gold this Sunday at the Royal Rumble.
And the best way for him to do that is to put a serious hurt on the champion here tonight.
How awful would it be if this superstar wins the championship at the Royal Rumble and takes it back to Raw with him?
And it would be an absolute tragedy. And I'd lay the blame squarely at the feet of our no-good traitorous champion.
The title might not be on the line tonight, but there's no doubt that this match could have a significant impact on Sunday's triple threat championship match.
Absolutely. 2-on-1, no disqualifications. Forget about winning. He'll be lucky to survive.
You hear the rumor AEW isn't looking at Cesaro. Well, I don't think AEW is the right place for Cesaro right now, since AEW is focusing too much on, oh, look at us, we got so many WWE guys coming over because we are the best company ever. You know, I can see most of the released WWE talents, whenever their AEW contract's up, they're probably going to go back to WWE or elsewhere. Because I guess that most of them are pretty unhappy there right now. I think Cesaro should go to New Japan or Impact Wrestling. Those companies I think he fits better at.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Oh,
really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved.
Welcome to the
stream. But if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
Whoop. the best Booker T moment it wasn't.
I think these fans have had just about enough of King Booker.
That's because these fans have no respect for his accomplishments. Don't forget, he's a 5-time WCW champion.
WCW was a long time ago, partner, and quite frankly, Booker's attitude was a lot better in those days.
Yeah, well, his attitude won him the World Heavyweight Championship here on SmackDown, and that's something all the cheering fans in the world couldn't do for him.
Night after night, the WWE Super...
Here's the pin.
1, 2.
Ah, son of a bitch.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to...
He could pin his opponent right here.
1, 2.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think
I have all the SmackDown versus Raw games for the PS2 and the PS3 and Sony Xbox.
Been knocked out.
And this is
I'm
where
playing
things
this on the
start getting
PS2.
interesting.
Whoop.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
I said exasperate. Not, oh, never mind. He may get the 3 count right here.
2.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too, if they're not
I
buying
thought
tickets,
about getting a
not
PS5, but I'm kind of leaning towards
we'll
on the Series
selling
X.
tickets the next time we come back here.
There it is, blood in the water. The end is near.
How can you sound so excited? These are human beings in the ring, for God's sake.
Correction, these are WWE superstars.
I only can
Sometimes
find
this
Xbox
is what
Series
it takes
S.
to win.
I think we might be looking at the...
Rope break.
There's the cover. Can he do it?
I keep forgetting
this match
there's a different
without
grab
a
button.
doubt
There's
while
one for attack and
SmackDown's the
grab, and I
dominant
keep
brand in
using the
sports
grab
entertainment.
reverse.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Even if you did, you'd have to hear about puppies and government mules and scalded dogs. It's like a zoo over there.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
He's got him covered.
1, 2.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they had.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Didn't work out.
Rope break.
And here's the cover.
What about wrestling code?
It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would
don't
do
you
this
tag?
for free.
Not yet.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
2.
Keep it up.
Damn it.
And you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut.
Top rope moves can win or lose you the match.
Oh.
There's very little middle ground.
That wasn't very smart.
There's the pin. win. Can his opponent kick out?
2008 is definitely a great game. It is also my favorite of the SmackDown vs. Raw series. This is why I started playing this first, because I do plan on playing other SmackDown vs. Raw games. So whenever I finish 24/7 mode, I'll probably go with the very first SmackDown vs. Raw and go all the way to SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, which I have like 2010 on PS2 and PS3. Okay, I'm going to go on each one. Okay, I have SmackDown vs. Raw on PS2.
I don't believe it. Talk about overcoming the odds.
As much as I can't stand this guy, I have to admit, that was one of the most incredible victories I've ever seen.
But the question remains, does he have enough left
to retain
his championship at the Royal Rumble?
I would
highly unlikely. He'll be facing
too.
the same opponents, and he's carrying a lot of damage in with him.
I think it's on 2007.
Mr. McMahon might not have liked the outcome of this match, but Sunday could be a different story.
Can't remember.
I can just about guarantee it, and it's not going to have a happy ending for the champ.
Okay, now I'm gonna check the chat. THQ did what some can call one of the greatest, if not the greatest, wrestling game ever. No Mercy. Are you? I love No Mercy. Such an awesome. I was going to stream that, but I just can't get my Nintendo 64 to fucking start up, and it's getting annoying. I can't remember. I know it was like on 2007. So yeah, I'm kind of curious about AEW game.
Your days as champion are numbered. After the Sunday's Royal Rumble, that championship is going to be around the waist of someone who deserves to hold it. Because that's what I want. And what I want, I get.
If you say so, Vince. Our test after your match confirms that you suffered from multiple concussions and serious blah blah blah. Okay. Royal Rumble. Oh, right. Let's see.
I don't know whether to wish you luck this Sunday or not. It doesn't matter if you're guilty or innocent. Having you as champion makes things difficult for everyone on SmackDown, and it sure ain't made my life easier, player.
You're being a little asshole, ain't you, Teddy? Okay. Triple threat. Oh hell yeah, 24/7 is fucking awesome. I love it too. So. I kind of miss how the old WWE games used to have original story lines, and now it's just showcases stuff I don't really care for. So I hope that the new GMO for 2K22 is going to be worth it.
The Royal Rumble.
Get ready to crown a new champion tonight.
I just hope that Raw doesn't walk out of here with the title.
That won't happen. Have a little faith in SmackDown, will you?
3 of WWE's greatest superstars square off for the championship tonight, live on pay-per-view.
Now it's called Premium Event on Peacock. You know, JTG is so underrated. He's now wrestling in NWA. Dude, the guy is very underrated. He does get more, I wouldn't say TV time because they premiere on YouTube. So
the champion has gotten the better of him in their recent series of matches, but will tonight be his night?
I think it will. The championship is on the line, and he's going to pull out all of the stops tonight.
welcome back, hero.
He suffered defeat at the hands of the champion recently, and he's not a superstar who handles losing well.
We used to
and
have
with our most
original
prestigious championship on the line, this is as perfect an opportunity for payback as he's going to get.
So I'm wondering if they have anything included other than just GM mode. I wonder if we're going to have like story.
I can't imagine being in a worse position than this man after weeks of enduring overwhelming odds. Two titans of sports entertainment are coming for his championship.
And even if he survives tonight, he's still on Mr. McMahon's hit list.
Of course. Who isn't on McMahon's hit list other than John Cena? Oh, and Triple H, of course. Yeah. I hope it won't be like what TNA Impact game was like. I hope that's not going to be like that at all, where the buttons are so complicated. That's just one thing I'm kind of worried about, is that they're going to be identical to Impact game, where the buttons are all shit. Yeah, but I'm talking about in this like this point in time, and but today, yes, I agree with you on that. Oh, what? Sorry, ref. I didn't mean to attack you.
Whoa, there goes the referee. Might as well chuck the rule book out the window.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission. I think these fans have had just about enough of King Booker.
That's because these fans have no respect for his accomplishments. Don't forget, he's a 5-time WCW champion.
WCW was a long time ago, partner, and quite frankly, Booker's attitude was a lot better in those days.
Yeah, well, his attitude won him the World Heavyweight Championship here on SmackDown. That's something all the cheering fans in the world couldn't do for him.
I don't play very much Triple Threat, and not mean to attack him. He was like so close to me.
And there's the reversal.
I love Booker's attitude. He doesn't care what the fans think. He's focused on winning, and that's it.
Well, he might want to acknowledge the paying customers who make it possible for him to earn a paycheck.
Why bother? If they don't buy a ticket to cheer him on, they'll buy one to watch him get beat.
What the?
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
Oh, darn it.
Watch it. He reversed it.
Damn, reverse. Whoop, whoop. crap.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical.
Okay.
But I don't think anyone was prepared
There were
for
a lot
this.
of reverse in
I
this
gotta
match.
admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you
Cut it out.
anything can happen here in the WWE. I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience.
Whoop.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
Yep, that's the move that Cesaro used. I think he's probably going to end up I don't think Impact Wrestling. I don't think he'll go there. I think New Japan may be the place. But it's up to him where he wants to go. He was pretty much being kept in a tag team spot.
He did it against all odds. He somehow managed to retain the title.
I hate giving this guy the least little bit of credit, but that was as impressive a victory as I have ever seen.
The uncrowned King of SmackDown remains uncrowned.
I'd rather have seen Raw take that loss, but at least the championship stays here on SmackDown.
I can't imagine Mr. McMahon will be too happy about his victory, though.
For once in my life, I'm glad to be sitting next to you and not next to the chairman right now.
The champion still has Mr. McMahon to deal with, but for tonight at least, he remains a true king of sports entertainment.
Enjoy it while it lasts, fella.
Yeah, the problem is the AEW's roster is like so huge. What will they do with Cesaro? What were they gonna put him? Is it gonna be kind of like Neville, where he's where he's pretty much going nowhere? So, but yeah, like I said, it's up to him if he wants to go to AEW or whatever. So, and this is where I'm going to end the stream. So I've been playing a little over 2 hours. So thank you, Echo Kiro, for watching, and thank you, Jose 222 Floors. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And if you're watching this as a YouTube premiere, hit that like button if you like this. You can follow me on social media, where they're all linked in the description box below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you all in the next video or live stream. See you guys later. Catch you later, Kiro and Jose.